Ralph Lauren takes a bow after presenting his 50th anniversary collection. Jonas Gustavsson MCV Photo for The Washington Post, by Robin Givhan Fashion Critic September 8 at 12:06 p.m. New York. At the end of his 50th anniversary show in Central Park, Ralph Lauren cried, and the audience stood and applauded. At the beginning of the elegant dinner that followed, Oprah Winfrey toasted the powerful symbolism imbued in his work, reflecting not only his own American success story, but that of so many others. By the time guests drifted off towards the hazy lights of the city, they had the undeniable sense of how big, how defining and how magnetic fashion can be. Lauren has long said that he was not interested in creating clothes that go in and out of style. There is, of course, a difference between a garment that always seems timeless versus one that appears to exist in a bubble. Lauren doesn't always make that distinction clear. He has a studied approach to style, the jeans ripped just so, the collar flipped at a prescribed angle, the boots weathered but not scuffed, the model's stubbly beard grown out to a precise 5:01 p.m. shadow. If there is ease on his runway, it's often the self-conscious sort, as if the models are silently telling themselves, breathe in, breathe out, smile, now swing your arms. It's 2018, Ralph Lauren. Why do you think this look is still cool? Friday night, it was a different story. Perhaps it was the joy in the occasion, or perhaps the sheer scale of the show during the city's fashion week prevented it from being so taut. Maybe it was the range of models, from gray-haired men and women to children in one sleeping toddler, that injected energy and humanity. Grizzled men with flowing hair showed off giant tweed blazers and mountain man hats. Nimble young women strolled along in silver fringed skirts and crewneck sweaters. Jeans and black tie, cowboy style in the city. Costumes for life, yes. But it looked like a life that one might want to live. Ralph Lauren Fall 2018. Jonas Gustavsson MCV Photo for The Washington Post, Ralph Lauren Fall 2018. Jonas Gustavsson MCV Photo for The Washington Post. It was impossible to absorb the endless details of nubby tailoring, patchwork velvets, leather bombers, ski jackets, flannel shirts, denim overalls, heirloom cardigans and charming children's clothes that, while a bit too posh for the playground, would look spectacular on the family Christmas card. Ralph Lauren Fall 2018. Jonas Gustavsson MCV Photo for The Washington Post, Ralph Lauren Fall 2018. Jonas Gustavsson MCV Photo for The Washington Post. These clothes were inviting, aspirational and beautifully made. And while they weren't breaking any new ground, they underscored what has already been built. It was impossible not to marvel at that feat of construction, a fashion house erected on a foundation of sheer stubborn optimism about the power of dress. Ralph Lauren Fall 2018. Jonas Gustavsson MCV Photo for The Washington Post. The story that Lauren was telling as models poured down the steps of Bethesda Terrace was one of breadth, depth and influence. It was about what we strive for professionally, how we yearn to belong, our passion for big sky freedom, and our enduring belief in the promise of bootstrap capitalism. His work ranges from the formality of banker stripes to lumberjack plaids. And it was invigorating to see it en masse, as an all-encompassing universe. Ralph Lauren Fall 2018 Collection. Jonas Gustavsson, MCV Photo for The Washington Post. The spectacle was less about clothes and more about the narrative. It was an assessment of a long-standing story about American fashion as both a business and a part of our popular culture. The entertainers and business moguls, media titans and politicians all rolled in to pay homage to Lauren, spanning generations and races. Hillary Clinton, Steven Spielberg, Chance the Rapper, Priyanka Chopra, Jessica Chastain, Robert De Niro, Bruce Springsteen, Tracee Ellis Ross, Tony Bennett, Kanye West, Anne Hathaway, Lauren's family, and, of course, Winfrey. The guests also included the many designers who have worked for Lauren, who have been inspired by him, or who simply have admired his ethos: John Barbados, Jeffrey Banks, Tom Brown, Carolina Herrera, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, Donna Karan. Robert De Niro arrives for the Ralph Lauren show. Brent and Clark envision AP, Hillary Clinton, Wright, and Ricky Lauren at Ralph Lauren's 50th anniversary fashion show. Diane Bonder of AP, the diversity reflects the many roles that Ralph Lauren plays in the culture. He hasn't just shaped his own company. He has helped to shape an entire industry. There are designers such as Barbados whose work represents a kind of stripped-down, rock and roll iteration of Ralph Lauren. Brown draws upon Lauren's ethos of classicism and tailoring. Other designers subvert Lauren's preppiness. They copy his lifestyle business model by branching into housewares, furniture, for restaurants. So much of what is now common practice, Lauren pioneered. The audience defines what Ralph Lauren is: a dream factory, a billion-dollar publicly traded company, one of the original pillars of 7th Avenue, a philanthropic organization, a cultural touchstone, a husband, a father and guy from the Bronx with a love for the movies, the usual human insecurities and an abundance of ambition. Jessica Chastain chats before the start of the Ralph Lauren show. Diane Bonder of AP, in her toast to the designer, Winfrey described a moment early in her professional life when she began to feel that she was making headway in her career. She was coming into her own. She was making money. So she stocked her bathroom with Ralph Lauren bath sheets, not bath towels, but luxurious, indulgent, enormous bath sheets. They symbolized having accomplished something, having gained entry, perhaps just a toehold, into the American clubhouse of success. The night Ralph Lauren let us into his personal fantasyland, the night unfurled with cinematic elan. Guests arrived at the entrance to Central Park, where they boarded little white trolleys that rolled through the park, past the curious evening joggers and dog walkers, to the entrance of Bethesda Terrace, where they disembarked in their tuxedos and evening dress. The entry was aglow with LED screens projecting archival images of Lauren's work, which is essentially the story of all the things in our closet that we think of as quintessentially American: the jeans and polo shirts, button-down Oxfords, crewneck sweaters, western jackets and cowboy boots.